In October of 1890, the Pioneer and Wishkah Hose Companies, along with the Relief Hook and Ladder Company, consolidated, forming the Aberdeen Volunteer Fire Department. On October 16, 1903, an accidental fire burned 140 buildings, including the fire station and jail. This day is known as Black Friday. In 1907, the department had a roll of businessmen who acted as honorary firemen and contributed financially. In turn, they expected to receive better efficiency and protection, that of a first-class fire department. On January 16, 1908, the Aberdeen City Council professionalized the fire department, no longer using volunteers. As the city of Aberdeen grew, the fire department began purchasing motorized apparatus, and by 1915, the last of the horse-drawn apparatus was retired. By the 1950s, the department was providing fire and emergency medical services outside the city boundaries. Fire Department headquarters, Station 1, was always located within City Hall on I Street, until a new station was built on West Market Street in 1966. Between 1972 and 1973, a feasibility study was done, looking into the possibility of having fire departments transport patients. In the mid-1980s, the Aberdeen Fire Department began employing its very first paramedics. The department currently responds to over 6,000 calls for service per year. Hi, I'm David Workman. I'm here in Aberdeen, Washington at the Aberdeen Fire Department. Let's go inside and take a tour.
So welcome, my name is Mitch with the Aberdeen Fire Department. I'm going to be giving you guys a station tour today. Okay, so we're here at Station 1. In this station we have our battalion rig, which is battalion chief drives. We have an engine over here, first out engine 10, almost identical engine 14 behind you there. Those engines were purchased in the same year, I believe 2020, so they're very new to us. Our old engine 10 is now currently District 2. This one is unique. It has a 55-foot ladder stick on top. Acts as a elevated master stream for us, which is very beneficial for our area. On the other side over there, we have ladder 10 that has a 105-foot ladder on there as well. We use that for bigger fires. The crews on this rig cross-staff between the engine 10 here, the ladder depending on the call, and also an ambulance depending on call volume, being second out or third out ambulance service over here.
So my name's Jeremy Laird, an engineer with Aberdeen Fire. Been here for 23 years and going to take you through our engine 10 here.
Okay.
So this is a 2020 Pierce. It's called a Sky Boom. It's got a 55-foot stick on it. It's not technically classified a ladder truck like that one is right there. This is more of a elevated waterway instead of a ladder. You can still work off of it and do rescues or whatever. But we got this thing in 2020. It's dirty. Today's our day. We do our weekly rig check on it and wash it and all that stuff. But pretty nice rig. Inside, all the goodies. Got all the newer and updated stuff. The guys did a pretty good job speccing this thing out. Pretty good sized cab, a lot of room. All the compartments and stuff in it. We got our med bag and our little quick response bag for medical type calls in case we get there first. And then in the back here where our firefighters are sitting, it's dirty. We've been getting lots of jobs lately. guys in the back there, air packs in the seats, ready to go when they jump out for any fires or anything like that. Then working on down the line here, got 4 pre-connects. We run our 2 front ones with log nozzles, 200-foot pre-connects, and then we have our smooth bores on 200-foot pre-connects as well on the red lines there. Guys did a really good job setting up the pump panel and how this thing is all laid out. It's also got foam capabilities. It's not a CAFS foam system, it's an inducted foam system. It's a 1500 GPM pump, puts out a lot of water. And then all of our tools and stuff in each compartment. Got our brass compartment here with all my gear in it. Since we're running with 3 guys today, there's not a lot of room in the engine to put everybody's stuff, so we'll find places for it. Got our hand tools, got a couple of New York hooks, a couple axes, all the stuff we need to do our job here for stubborn fires and digging and rooting around. Got a spare air bottle here for air packs. Then our stabilizers for the ladder. Got our PPV fan there for blowing out smoky, stinky buildings. A little generator in the back there for running any power tools. Got our rib bag, some harnesses for climbing the ladder. Got our rig tarp and some rope. Thing's great for lighting. All the newer LED lights on this thing. We got our light bar on there, and then one up front. And then we have an extendable one there at the pump panel that you see looking at you there. It turns the light. It's really nice. Then you come back here, got our hose bed, got some hand tools in our hinge here too. A couple more New York hooks and a 10-foot attic ladder that's in there. Very useful tools. 1,000 feet of 4-inch up there. Got our hydrant bag with all of our goodies for hooking up water source. Then we got our 2.5 on this side. We got a blitz line, a gated wide. And then we have a little blitz fire monitor up there on our 300 feet of reverse 2.5. And we got a couple ladders up there on this that comes down. This swings down off the side so we can reach our ladders by hand instead of climbing up on the truck to get them. It's kind of nice. And some more hand tools. Tools all over this truck. I got electric saw for cutting walls inside of the house if we don't do too much damage, to keep things not so smelly with the gas and the oil that the power saws produce. And we got a K12 back there for cutting any metal type stuff we need to. A couple of things up here for patching holes in houses if we have to cut holes or break doors or stuff like that when we get in and do our job. Let's see here, what else we got? A couple more air bottles here, and another couple of them here. And then we have our 2 hotel bundles here with smooth bores on them, and then a high-rise pack which has got a bunch of goodies in it for those, spanner wrenches, chocks, some tools, some other stuff, and an extra air pack there. And then we have our extinguishers in here along with some other stuff that's pretty useful. Got a water extinguisher, and in the back there we have a K-type water extinguisher for grease fires, and then an ABC. Got some dirt for throwing on the ground for any oil spills for car wrecks, and this is our dirt we use. And then we have our chimney snuffer for stubborn chimney fires that we have to deal with, along with our chimney bag with our bombs and our stuff we take into the house when we have to take all the goodies out of a stove that we need to cool down. We got a cord reel here, or excuse me, a booster reel here. Quick, easy way for dumpster fires and stuff like that. And then we have our 4 pre-connects that I was talking about. We have 2 that go out one side that are the same, and 2 that come out the other side that are the same. So the captain's side or the driver's side, you can pull either a smoothbore or fog nozzle. And this is our controls for the ladder rack that comes down. Got some more hand tools in here. We got our irons, tacks, and our navigator, and an extended work light. And then some rescue rope, some rehab stuff. And that's really about it. We're coming over to the captain's seat. Got an MDT up there. Gives us idea of what's going on in our area and around us with calls that are coming in and things that we need to go to and respond to. Got addresses on it, maps, everything. And captain's got an air pack in his seat, so when he gets out, he's ready to fight fire as well. That's pretty much it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So this is Medic 10. This is our first out apparatus. It's one of the only apparatus that is a dedicated staff. So there are other ambulances and engines are cross-staffed. This one's got 2 people on there dedicated to this ambulance alone.
So yeah, this is our front of our ambulances. We have our mobile MDT Surface Pro tablet. It shows us all our calls, where the resources are and where they come from. Then we just got gloves, radios, maps, City of Aberdeen, Workman, and the county, just because you never know where you're really going to go. So just try to be prepared. And this compartment here, we got our backboard stuff. I got backboard, seat collars, some spare spider straps, and then our onboard oxygen tank that we use to carry the oxygen in the back. And then in here we have our little oxygen manifold. That's in case we have like MCIs. We can hook up 1 bottle to that, and it can disperse it to about 8 different people at once, just kind of for multiple patients. And then we have a little bigger tarp here that can be used to move patients around if need be. We have some spare O2 bottles for our bags. And this is where we keep our jump kit. So we take this kit here, we take it inside of every call with us that we go in. It has the majority of stuff that we need. I got some drugs in here, some saline. We have our Innovation Airway kit here. A lot of our cardiac meds, Narcan, we keep in here. We keep some IV start rolls up in here. Blood sugar testing kit in here, and then some of our other just generic meds that we keep in here. So that comes in with us every call, and then our life pack monitor comes in with us every call. This is where we keep our gear storage and our SCBA fire packs. This is a stair chair that we use that kind of helps with us moving people around downstairs. It's kind of got a track system on it, so we can safely put someone in the chair here, buckle them in, and then it's easier for us to basically kind of slide down the stairs slowly. Some rehab stuff for after fires. We try to keep water, some electrolytes, and just some fruit bars and whatnot to make sure we got enough energy to keep going. And we come around to the side here. We have more of a firefighter storage. This is our PEDS kit. So this one is specifically for pediatric infant patients. A lot of that equipment's a lot smaller than normal, so we keep it in here, and that's if we get a call out and toned out to it, we make sure to cue in on that, and that'll come in with us as well. But we come in here. You can hop up in the back here. So this is our life pack monitor I was talking about. Has a lot of different functions on it. We use it for CPRs for a defibrillator. We also use it for our cardiac monitoring, trying to identifying heart attacks and whatnot. So this comes in with us every call as well. Also measures blood pressure and oxygen saturations. And then down in there we keep our suction equipment. We have a ventilator that we can use to send up if we do have some long distance transports for patients that are intubated. That way we can kind of free up somebody from having to manually beg the patient. Then we get over here. All of our medic units are kind of all set up the same. We got extra IV supplies here that we keep with extra syringes and needles for administering medications. And then this is our general med drawer again. So a lot of our Narcan, cardiac meds, epi, we keep in here. And our cardiac drawer we use for, this is a big one where we use like CPRs and whatnot. We have extra needles for our bone guns in here. And then again for using our pediatrics, we have special dosages already kind of predetermined of how much we're going to need for infants rather than adults. Keep up extra saline bottles in here, thermometer, stethoscope, gloves, and drip sets. Kind of working our way around. We have extra intubation equipment here and extra suction equipment. We have masks with face shields, our protocol books, and our MCI stuff we keep in here. And then we also keep some of our oxygen delivery stuff like our CPAP mask. I got nasal cannulas, nebulizers, and on-arm breathers as well. This is our little IV box that we try to keep up. Just gives us what we need basically to start an IV. Try to keep that stocked up for the shift. And again, we can refill it from basically everything that's in there is kind of just shorn down in here. Working our way this way still, we've got a lot of trauma stuff up here. We got burn sheets, trauma dressings, tourniquets, some chest seals for gunshot wounds that we have, and just extra bandaging equipment. We have hot and cold packs, some restraint stuff in here, spit socks and vomit bags as well. Under here, we have our March triage bags. It's kind of for active shooter scenarios. Keep a bunch of tourniquets, patches, equipment, bandages. That way, if we ever need to go, they're kind of ready to get out and pulled out. We have some of our leg splints, our hair traction splints, our pelvic splints. We also keep under here as well. Up here is we keep all our infant stuff. We have our child and infant BVMs. We have our 2 OB kits that we would need if we ever need to assist with the field delivery, and just some extra supplies to deal with that. And this is another airway compartment. We have a video laryngoscope, and then we have our direct laryngoscopes up in here. We have some rescue supraclavic airway devices as well, as long as with some extra airway equipment, and then our crite kits are also up here. And under here, we just have extra supplies, extra blankets, pillows, sheets. We keep some Tyvek suits, urinals, and 2 life vests just in case we're working close to any water. And then this is our gurney. This is what we transport people in on as well with us. It's nice and mechanical. Does all the lifting for you. So. That's about it.
Okay, thanks.
Here, then turn around the back. So this is all our gear of our members. We have 36 members. Floor people, and this is where we store all of our gear. And then inside this room here is our SCBA fill station. So after fires, we come back, fill our air bottles. If you want to see the gear cleaner, just kind of a more or less that we're outgrowing our area. So this is a very well lit room. This is our hose. So after fires, we come back here, we clean our hose, hang it, let it dry for a period of time, and then we can reload it after it's been dried. So this is the map of Hoquiam. So if we get dispatched for mutual aid structure fire in Hoquiam, we can see where we're going a little better and shows exactly where every hydrant is in the city of Hoquiam. And then around the corner we have our own cities for Aberdeen, and this will help us locate hydrants a little better, a little quicker for fires. Then I'll show you the pole. It's probably like the only pole working in Grace Harbor.
You guys actually use it?
No. We're able to use the pole. There's a quick couple training things we have to do first. Most guys just use the stairs. Not unique, but a new standard around firehouses. We have see all these shoes here. Upstairs, we like to keep it a little bit cleaner. So we'll switch our duty boots off. That goes into the nasty houses and nasty environments. Take our duty boots off, put on a different pair of shoes, keep the upstairs or living area a little more clean.
When the calls come in,
Calls will come in on the big screen there, and then also the printers on either side of the ambulance bay and the engine bay. And so we can take those in the call. There's also in the rigs there are MDTs that we can read the call information as well. So this is the day room where firefighters come and relax after a long day, after dinner, big call. They can come up here and kind of decompress a little bit. So this here's our kitchen. The station was built back in 1966, so we've had a few renovations over the years. New tables, that kind of thing. We did the kitchen, made it a little more spacious, but it is pretty tight when you get 9 or 10 people in here. So the patch board we've been starting this past year, making a little progress, trying to fill up the whole thing.